I grew up at the East Ranch. I was born in Rio Grande City, and my father was employed by Mr. Tommy East, and I was there the first 5 years of my life. We lived in a very small home. There was no electricity or indoor plumbing or anything like that. It was cold in the winter, and we had a kerosene gas stove. 3.5 or 4, they sent me to school there. They had a building with 12 long benches, and every bench was a grade. So, of course, being a first grader or pre-K, there was no pre-K then, I sat on the first bench. I've always been somebody that doesn't stop here. I always reach out to learn other things, anything I can learn. That's me. And I started going to school across the road, and then from then on until my mother got real sick, and then I really had to stay home with her because she was crippled. She couldn't get out of bed. And my brother is 6 years younger than me. At that time, my dad was employed at the Falcon Dam, and he would leave very early, so nobody would be able to take care of her or her needs. So I had to stop going to school. And at that time, I thought, what am I going to do? Go back to school? I'm going to be way behind. My friends are going to be way ahead. I don't think I wanted, I'll just try and find a job somewhere, later on. And the principal, thank God, the principal came and talked to us, and she said, I think you can make it. And I said, I don't want to be behind. She said, you will be just fine. So she encouraged me. And my mother said, I think you need to make it. I think you need to make an effort. So I went back to school, and from then on, I just went on. My mother, maybe because she was an orphan at such an early age, 9 years old, and having all the siblings, she was very strong. And her stories, I think, made me a strong person to survive whatever challenges I met. It's the way you grow up. I never saw my mother depressed. I never did. She did everything like no big deal. So that made me a stronger person. I was dealing with 5 children. And so I had no choice, and I was working. But I was fully responsible, for their well-being, their welfare, and their safety, and still holding my job. But I never feared. I never feared getting into a situation that I couldn't handle. I had an open mind. I was being protected. I felt strength. And sometimes, you get the unexpected, and you just have to pray about it. Because there are times in life that things come your way that you say, I don't know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I can't handle this. And there's always an open door. We just have to look for it.